French Connection. Connecting to the French Connection. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, let's find the server. I need this Doom Explorer.
Yeah, what I do is I filter it and then just refresh the filtered servers that all match take the crown.
Okay, I'm gonna be back in a couple minutes then.
Looks like the first map's gonna be on map 10. Cypher going for that rock. Oh my! Not only the rocket jump, but to the trained eye, you could catch that he wall ran, gliding in the air, grabbing that Megasphere, but not really following up with an extra kill. So a great technique, but the follow-up left a lot to be desired. Catching a little bit of BFG splash. Cypher's going to be needing some health as Hey Daddy comes around the corner of the cave system with the BFG. So teams, I think we've covered this earlier. The teams have started to pick up on some more techniques, and they're like, "Oh, well, if the team did that, then we could do it too." It's going to be less of a factor of what teams know and how to stop it. Looking pretty even between both red and blue. And apparently this is also a rematch from one of yesterday's games in the group stage as well. I saw somebody pick up the Mega. Who was it? It was Cypher. Who is, I believe, fighting alone. Gets one. And that's two. Assisted by Dante. BoMF doing great work. Dante without the Megasphere in there, just slugging away. As Team Blue tries to get the BFG. And one of them does get the BFG, but they have to be careful not to trap their own teammate in the BFG cone. It could prove disastrous. And I think Dante just swung away while the BFG was spooling up. Oh, jeez. And he gets caught on a... kind of like a little miniature tower of wood. On the edge of the playable bounds. And does not drop down on top of the Megasphere, so that rocket jump backfired. It's an interesting thing to keep in mind. You can't just go for the stars. Or you might get delayed and the Megasphere may fall into enemy possession, although it didn't. This time, Cypher with a Mega slugging away with Dante. 20-7 in favor of BoMF in the first round of this best of 3. Apparently, what happened here yesterday was the same result. BoMF beating Geezer Express pretty handily in the group stage. Doesn't look like they've developed a counter strategy to this. Oh my god, that rocket jump is just so good. Devastation was there to contest for it, and does a very good job of limiting the effectiveness of that Megasphere. 2 solid shots take away a lot of that stack. Let's switch over to good old Dev, who has had his power restored since the disastrous first round. Good to know that the Canadian electric companies are on top of things. And some good BFG work and follow-up Super Shotgun, limiting Devastation's assault with the Megasphere and maintaining a comfortable lead, 33-15. Dev with 10 health and a Super Shotgun staring down both members of Team Red. Dante opts for a flank up on the top end of the map. Great work there. We have seen players, Dante and Cypher, in the previous Take the Crown tournament, who were underestimated by some veterans last time around. They for sure should not be underestimated in this tournament. Putting on some hurt, 38-18, a margin of 20 points. It's going to be tough for Hey Daddy and Dev to overcome, but, you know, it's always map 2. Apparently the picks for this match are 10, 4, and 1. Yesterday they played 4, 10, and 1. So almost an identical setup for this best of 3 as yesterday, which handed GE a pretty nasty defeat. They have a trick up their sleeve for the next couple maps, then they're going to have to play it because this match is all but over. Asking for a team to get 30 frags before another team gets 7, that's going to be a tough call in 2 minutes. But if Cypher keeps rocketing Dante, that might help a lot. Devastation with a little bit of that leftover Mega Sphere. Tries to take the fight to the middle of the dojo. Doing as much damage as possible. They need every bit of it. Tries to trap a couple nearby spawns. And they're going to have to contest for the Mega Sphere as it comes back up here shortly. Cypher doing great work on that outer edge. But I don't think the Mega Sphere is up. And both players of GE outside trying to contest for it in case they jump to that outer edge. But instead they just go right for the throat. 1 frag left for Team Red to get an early round advantage.
GG. I was just coming in after that match ended Zanero, but I do know GE versus BoMF yesterday. One of those 2 games was like 50 to 25, but I cannot remember if this was the same map, but it's just not a good sign to see that storyline kind of follow through. Is now they have to step it up. This is your last chance.
And we're going to be seeing the same maps that they played yesterday. 10, 4, and 1. It's going to be in a slightly different order, because yesterday they played 4, 10, and 1, but we'll be seeing map 4, which they did not do so well yesterday either. But it's going to be the same maps they played yesterday. This is a time for revenge for GE, even though they've lost the first round.
Yeah, and we know Dante and Cypher are very good on this map, so GE's going to have to bring it to them.
And Cypher with an early pressure, forcing Devastation off that Soul Sphere.
Off the Soul Sphere. Hate Daddy's still kind of here in the middle, both blue team members converging on top of red.
And there's no blue armor in play right now, but they'll be going for it here in a few seconds. 30-second respawn timers on every pickup in Doom, regardless of who has it at the time. So Hate was able to secure that blue armor, gets a little bit of health pick-me-up, and starts to increase aggression, although he's brought down to 9. Dante with excellent boomstick work, neutralizing that blue armor.
They neutralized both. They're going to get Devastation here too. I don't know, I think they separated themselves. You had Devastation by himself, Hate Daddy by himself, and it's like it didn't work out.
Even with those power-ups, GE was not able to establish any sort of control. Currently teams are tied, which losing those power-ups, that can hurt you in the long run. Dante with Soul and Cypher with the blue armor. That's going to be something that GE is going to have to, they're going to have to start playing together. They're going to have to stop getting overconfident in 1v2 matchups, and they're going to have to start moving as a unit and trying to take out Dante and Cypher, who are playing very effectively as a team. We always see them in close proximity with each other.
Hell, just props to Team Blue doing, you know, kind of giving Red their own medicine. They neutralized that. I'd say...
Oh! Dante!
Got him.
He just saw a clay pitch and he couldn't help it.
Dante comes out with the blue armor.
Yeah, grabs that med kit, goes back up to 90 health. And currently, Dante has the lead in frags overall in the server with 10 frags, while everyone else is sitting at 6 or 5. But he's going to be your heavy hitter to watch for the time being, as Red is up by 5 frags. kind of a thin margin. They can always flip at any time. It's going to be about limiting momentum if you're GE, which they are quickly losing. Dante has again blue armor and 100 health, assisted by Cypher in controlling that critical area when the armor came back up. Sphere up, but Devastation quickly brought down by Dante.
It seems with the matchup yesterday that, yeah, Team BoMF just has their number.
It's just something they were going... I mean... They're having a tough run here in the loser's bracket, but this is going to be it for them. They are at a round disadvantage. It's a best of 3. They have to win this round if they want to push it to round 3.
Round 3 and continue to move on in the tournament. They did a good job. They brought it to 25-21, but now it's slingshotting back. Good flank move by Blue.
Some chain gun work from Dante right up against Hate, doing as much damage as humanly possible until being brought down. But they're still down by 8 frags. They're going to need to start working together to contest this blue armor, to contest this soul sphere, and try to keep it for themselves. They need to not only contest them, but they need to walk away winning these fights.
Oh, hey. Can't be doing that at this stage. Hate Daddy gets
Oh,
teammate.
Dev fires rockets into the blue armor where Hate was. Oh, boy. It's gonna hurt because on this map in particular, too, some spawns are across the way and, like, down a level. So it can really hurt your teammate to be out of control there.
Hey, Hate Daddy's going for an achievement, team killer.
I need to get that man an appointment with an optometrist.
I don't think, is blue color blindness a thing?
Oh, man, I think it's just, a little bit too eager on that trigger finger. 43 to 30, it's looking less and less like GE is going to be able to push it to round 3. It's just how it shapes up sometimes. You underestimate some opponents in the tournament, you don't coordinate well enough, and they can take advantage of that. Cypher and Dante making a hell of a run through this lower bracket.
Yeah, continuing on at this pace, but I always respect seeing the old school members come back in, give it another try.
And they might be a team to watch for the grand finals, as BoMF is going to move on. And we'll be waving goodbye to Devastation and Hey Daddy.
To the Geezer Express, they'll be able to take a break for a bit.